What is up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. We are so glad to have you all join us this week. Let me know, how are we sounding in the comments? We did a little bit of tweaking behind the scenes here to account for the recent issues with the live streams last week and the week before. So we decided, I tested everything out. Hopefully everything is coming clear, nice and stable. Now, unfortunately, in order to keep the stream healthy, in order to keep the live stream healthy, we are going to have a little bit of a delay between what is going on here in the screen and how soon you get back to the comments. So hopefully everything is going through okay. We are going to go ahead and continue, and what better way than to look in the comments and see who's already talking. I see Casey Shaver, aka the Christmas tree guy of Tannenbaum Graphics, is the first in the comments. Congratulations. And who dat in my comments? Why, that's the Rocklahoma Grinchy is in there as well. I also see my neighbor in the comments. What's up, Tawny? Chris. Badass Lori Brass is joining us. Also, one of our proud sponsors is in the comments. And what better way to go ahead and segue into the folks who help power the show. And one of those, first up, is DEB Concerts, who answers the question, what do you want to do in your life? And rock he has been doing this year. Doug has been busy over at DEB Concerts. This past year he had several events, including several at local venues such as the Shrine, as well as, let's not forget, his stage and work behind both stages, the Roadhouse and the Renegade stage, as well as bringing some local legends to the area and getting us an exclusive scoop. Thank you. And shout out to Sebastian Bach and Lita Ford. You can find those interviews on our YouTube channel. And make sure that you give a lot of love to DEB Concerts. You know, also, another proud Rocklahoma sponsor is At Your Service Rentals. They are the official purveyors of poo shacks for your campsite at Rocklahoma Born and Raised Music Festivals. You can also get a swimming pool for your campsite, and you get to keep the pool. Beyond that, folks, they also have services to help supply your needs for your next event. Maybe you got a construction project, or you just need more facilities than what you have on hand. Give Doug and crew a shout out to see what they can do for you. You don't want to be caught out in the back in the dark like that guy. What are you doing over there?
Dinner was full.
Yeah, he didn't call At Your Service Rentals. Now, another proud Rocklahoma party, their newest partner and one of our proud sponsors, the Rocklahoma Bitches. We absolutely love Kendra and Christy, and I see Kendra is in the comments. You know, they were very much involved in helping me get involved with Cancer Sucks here in the area. So we appreciate the Rocklahoma Bitches and everything they've done for the show, with the opportunities that they've helped us get, as well as their unwavering support over years. Now, we also, I see Lori Badass Brass is in the comments giving a shout out to our friend Sebastian of the Loud Spot for putting on killer Battle of the Bands. Run on over to Rock the Equinox and click that link and send those entries in. Thank you for that, Lori. We also, moving on, want to give a shout out to our proud partner and sponsor, Photography by Angel Lee. You know, folks, she has been helping me cover so many festivals and music events in the last 4 years, and there is no sign of showing down. You can see all of her images from all of the events that we covered last year, including the Terp Float Festival, or excuse me, the Terps and Chains Festival, our 10 Years of Mayhem event, Rocklahoma, Born and Raised, and she also has family portrait services as well. So we want to give a huge shout out to photography by Angel Lee. We'll be seeing more of her work later on in the broadcast. Now, we also want to give a shout out to Rockavet. You know, Angel is a proud veteran, and it is just as rewarding for her as it is for me to support our good friends at Rockavet in their mission to combat the 22 a day statistic by giving the music that is medicine to so many veterans. We've awarded over 200 passes over the last 6 years to not only Rocklahoma and Born and Raised, but other events as well. So if you are a veteran, active service, or maybe the family or friend of one, have them check out Rockavet so that they can have their opportunities not only to win tickets, but to also be a part of a mutually of that, that camaraderie that all of our heroes, our warriors that served in the military or other emergency service personnel. We owe so much of our safety and gratitude for being there when we needed you most. So with that being said, we want to move on to the Big Old Bus, giving a shout out to the Big Old Bus, who brings a busload of debauchery to festivals near you, not just Rocklahoma, not just Rock the Equinox, but I have a hunch there's some awesome things that's going to be coming down the line this year. So make sure that you follow them on Facebook, the Big Old Bus. Now, another veteran-owned business that we want to give a shout-out and mad props to is the Metalcore Clothing. Not only are they a veteran-owned business, owned by a local musician, the lead singer of Perseus, but also co-owned by a Miss Rocklahoma in her own right. We love Metalcore Clothing, and we thank them so much for all that they've done in bulk printing our T-shirts in the last couple of years. And last but not least, we want to give a shout out to Tannenbaum Graphics, who has been doing a lot this year to make our broadcast that much spiffier, not just by giving life to those gremlins that we tend to run into here on the show, but also some of the other bells and whistles that we like to put on this show. So thank you so much, Tannenbaum Graphics. They are also producing our new T-shirts, and I did have the link pulled up until I panicked, closed out Windows. Let me pull it up because Casey let me know that he's got a new design that they have dropped for us for our 2026 season, and I absolutely love it. Hold on one second. Let me find that link. Dadgummit, there, where was it? Oh no, Casey, what's the link in the comments? Let me drop it in there for me, but I can't get, I'm not prepared. Where was it at? I know I had the link pulled up there. Well, you folks, when you're not watching the live stream, you can click on the link in the comments to see it. There it is. Let's throw it up on the big screen. Oh my gosh. Where are they? Tannenbaum Graphics. All right. Anyway, I'll check that out here a little bit later. It's in the comments. We've got some new shirts available. There it is. I just had to click on the right thing. There we go. And the big screen. This did not go as smoothly as I wanted. Alrighty. So Tannenbaum Graphics has recently gave itself a facelift. Now look at what we have just released today. Our signature series, Surviving Rocklahoma, with a flashy new text-based logo on the front, or you can also check out this new colorful design. Absolutely gorgeous. And I hear pre-orders are already rolling in. So if you are interested in our new design, head on over to Tannenbaum Graphics. We have the link in the comments. Oh my gosh, we have koozies. Now that's what I want, featuring that colorful new design. And look at the back. Yes, this is the signature series, courtesy of Tannenbaum Graphics. Thank you so much, Casey. If you want that Surviving Rocklahoma merch, you definitely want to head on over and check out Tannenbaum Graphics. Now, I will say it is time for a beverage. I am thirsty, y'all. How are you guys beginning or wrapping up your Monday, the first day of the week? Now, me, normally I crack open a cold one, but I didn't have one on hand, so I went for the stronger stuff. Now, I like to get my spirits lifted by the Liquor Daddy of Pryor, Oklahoma, the family of Pryor Liquor Wines and Spirits. That's where I like to get my hooch, y'all. Now, I can't crack open a cold one, but you know what? We can open that. Here, we'll just make believe. There you go. So I'm going to spice up my Sprite a little bit. Yeah, a little bit more. There you go. It's healthy. I'm home. It's Monday. We're about to jam out to some tunes. We're about to talk some music. So on behalf of Pryor Liquor Wines and Spirits and all of our proud sponsors, cheers, y'all. Oh, that's why it's one of my favorites. Sprite and apple rum. Yum. Makes my liver quiver just the aftertaste of it. You know what? One more time. We'll give a second cheers because it looks like the live stream is nice and healthy. So I think we're going to have a nice jam-packed show. Now that we've covered that, we've paid the bills, let's not forget all of you folks, the folks that support the stream, the podcast, everything this platform has come to be. Thank you all so much. And thank you, all of you who have been sending stars. Now that's my little tip jar. That's the cyber currency. Because I play so much music on the podcast, I can't really monetize the show. So you guys sending those stars, those are little pennies, little bits that help us keep the electric on and the internet paid. So we appreciate you guys. Now, I do my best anytime I get some prizes or some extras headed my way. I try to do a monthly giveaway. So those of you who are sending those stars, the top stars senders every week is entered in for a drawing. Now, if you subscribe to the Facebook page, $4.99, cancel anytime, you are also entered for that month's giveaway. All right. So unfortunately, I don't have one right now, but next week I'm going to find a prize for y'all, and we will do our end drawing. So with that, so make sure that you are tuning in at the end of every month in case you win a prize. All right, so I think I've flapped my gums enough. I think it is time for some... Oh my gosh. You know what? Christmas is over, but I think we need to do a giveaway. I also have a prize that we're going to be giving away here in a couple of minutes from Tannenbaum Graphics. We have last week we gave away a new signature blend from Tannenbaum Graphics called Douglas Fir, and we gave that one away. We have another flavor of this signature coffee called Peppermint Pine. So we're going to be giving that away here in a little bit. So make sure that you share the live stream and you tag a coffee lover who also loves music, because we want to get them here on the stream and give them a chance to win some of that signature coffee. While we're waiting on your friends to join the live stream, how was y'all's Christmas? Mine was pretty awesome. I was able to celebrate the holiday with my family, and I have mentioned before that my family has recently received some pretty devastating news, and it is among some of the last Christmases that I'll be able to share with some of my close family members, my father, and it was very meaningful for us to be joined over a meal and seeing the little ones open their Christmas presents. And that's what Christmas is all about. So I hope each of you had a similar memory with your family this year, because you never know when it is your last holiday. Not to bring everything down, but now that Christmas is gone, it is New Year's, and this year we will be saying goodbye to 2025 and everything that it came with it, the good, the bad, the ugly, and it is time to think of the new year going forward. Put bygones behind you and see what this new year has in store for you. A lot of folks, this is the time for New Year's resolutions. Do you have a New Year's resolution? Drop it in the comments. We'd like to see what your resolution is. Now, a lot of folks, even myself, we make those, fair weather resolutions. I'm going to work out more. I'm going to get in the gym, and that's why gyms are always packed at the New Year's. But this is the time for us to be thinking about those bad habits and how we're going to be better. That's where growth comes from, is setting resolutions and sticking to them. I'd love to see what some of yours. I'm going to do my best to be a lot more organized. I feel like last year I just didn't have the organization. I had a lot of things fall through the cracks on a lot of levels. So this year I'm going to start planning things out a lot more, not just personally, but here on the show as well. And with that being said, in the coming weeks, we are going to be featuring looks like 24 bands between multiple festivals that will be playing in the area. We're going to feature interviews almost every week with a local band, along with a musical feature from that band. We're getting back to the roots, folks, getting back to the bands. When we're not talking about Rocklahoma or any particular festival, we are supporting the local music scene, loud, local, and live. That's how we like to do it. So with that being said, all of you bands out there, if you're playing a local gig or an event or a festival in the area, shoot us your demos, your EPKs, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. Let's rock the box, y'all. And on that note, I'm going to feature one of the bands that we have supported for since, oh my gosh, 2018, when I got media for the first time, and things came full circle this year as they played for us at our 10 years of Mayhem event. It was such an honor to see them on, not only on the stage, but on my flyer as well. All of us at Surviving Rocklahoma, photography by Angel Lee, we thank the Normandys for an excellent performance, and our good friend at Whitebird Productions captured the music, and here is here is their performance from the 10 years of Mayhem event.
You said you loved me, but you lied, did everything to make it right. This time I just wanted you to know I'm giving up, I'm letting go. I never loved you, I wanted you to know.
Audience. Yes. Give it up, y'all, for the Normandys. Give them some love in the comments. Let's see those reactions, those hearts, those reactions. Hold on one sec. Oh my gosh, so good. It made my sinuses tingle. I absolutely love the Normandys, y'all. And I want also, once again, want to give a huge shout out and a congratulations and a job well done to White Bird Productions for capturing that footage of all the performances and the interviews from that weekend. And you can find all of that stuff on the YouTube channel. Now, we have covered a lot of festivals, a lot of events over the last 12 months. We have let's see. First up, we had Terps and Chains back in March, and if you would like to see photos from that festival, huge shout out to Josh Berner and crew of Terp Float Presents. We descended upon the remote venue of Post Oak Lodge in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we attended this festival full of, we'll just say, Terp enthusiasts, if you know, you know, as well as some disc golf enthusiasts. And it was an amazing event. We had so much fun, and we saw so many rock family members out there. One of the last few images of me with my hair. It was an absolute event. Now, we will be going back to the Post Oak Lodge this year as we attend the Rockavet event coming up Memorial Day weekend. It is going to be an absolute amazing festival. We'll be talking about that more in the coming weeks. They've got over 16 bands announced for this festival. So we will be there. We will be featuring all of those artists right here on the show. A few months after that, we did have the 10 Years of Mayhem event. You saw the performance from the Normandys. And once again, Angel was there with photography by Angel Lee. And we got a lot of images courtesy of photography by Angel Lee. There is Shane Diego and crew of Nova as they made their debut as a band. We also had our interview, of course, with the Normandys. It was such an honor to sit with them, as well as when we were joined by our Texas friends, Even in Death. Huge shout out to Sean Nations and crew of Even in Death. Absolutely love those guys. It is an absolute blast every time we see them. Also, let's not forget our friends, Allison was in attendance, and we actually are going to be bringing you a taste of Bat Allison's new tunes here in a couple of minutes. I even got to interview on Fox 23 News. That was absolutely awesome. It's also always cool when I get to be on the news. That's what I always wanted to do whenever I started doing this, is be out there on camera for the masses. Absolutely love it. Now, after the 10 Years of Mayhem event, we attended the Terp Float Festival here in Tahlequah at Diamond Head Resort, another event produced by Terp Float Presents, and my family went with me on this one. Now, even though my camper broke down, the lift went out on the camper, we roughed it, we pitched up a tent that got rained on, and we got rained out of the festival, but we came back, and we came back strong. And we also had our booth, and the merch sold very well. Thank you again to Metalcore Clothing for supplying our merch booth for with our shirts this past year. Now, it was awesome. My kids got absolutely hooked festivals, and that's why she was also there on hand to join us at Rocklahoma 2025. It was an absolute epic concert, and we got so much good content. And we covered everything from Sebastian Bach, and let's not forget our amazing friends that came 22 hours to play, nay, to rock that stage. Emel, a crew of Eternal Frequency. And also a huge thank you to Emel and the gang for inviting me on stage to make my Rocklahoma stage debut on at the DEB Concerts stage. It was an absolute dream come true. It is something that I've wanted to do for 10 years, ever since I started going to Rocklahoma. I said, you know what, I want to be up there. And so thank you so much to ML for inviting us to do that. After that, folks, we went to Born and Raised Country Music Festival, and this was actually Angel's first Born and Raised, and she didn't really know how she was going to be, how much she was going to feel the country crowd, but she had an absolute blast. She says she wants to come back from now on. We made a lot of new friends. There's one of our friends right there, and showing off his new ink. We also, no, that's not new friend. Sorry, we've known him for a while. Let's not forget when we bumped into the Licka Daddy and Licka Mama. Shout out to Prior Liquor Wines and Spirits. There's Cody Johnson, our good friend Tanner Usry. If you are into that country stuff, you have got to check out Tanner Usry. He's got huge things happening for him. Another shot of Brett Fuller of At Your Service Rentals, the man deals with all of our shit, and we owe him a giant debt of gratitude. And yeah, absolutely amazing. We also want to give a shout out to our good friends of Vision Savage Media, Chantal, Mike, and everybody involved with the Savage Squad, who really worked hand in hand with us this year at Rocklahoma. And it was my daughter's first Rocklahoma, and she absolutely had the time of her life. She absolutely loved it. And there was me as I was getting the final signatures on our guitars that we get signed and give away as part of the scavenger hunts, which I neglected to mention it. The Rocklahoma scavenger hunt this year was insane. We had a bigger turnout than ever. Huge and amazing, huge bucket of congratulations to Justin and David and all the crew of our flocking founders for keeping the Rocklahoma scavenger hunt going. And with your help, we were able to host that giveaway through our Rocklahoma debut on Radio Row, where we pulled over 100 people standing in the cold rain at our booth while main bands are going, just to see if they won those priceless guitars. So that was an amazing experience. And you know, when you go out there and you want to make your debut on somewhere you've always wanted to be, you always kind of wonder how big of a crowd you're going to draw. And when it counted, we outdrew the other radio stations. So we definitely made a statement as we opened up on Radio Row for the first time. Now, to close things out, we recently made an appearance at Cancer Sucks. Now, I'm not actively involved in Cancer Sucks. In fact, I have nothing to do with the event, the organization, beyond. It's just something I believe in because of what everything in my sister and my father and their cancer battles, as well as some dear friends and family that are still battling it or have gone through it. And it's something I've always believed in. And this year, after receiving news that my dad has stage 3 cancer, I felt it was time to do what I did for my sister whenever she first got cancer and she had to undergo treatments. And that's when I shaved my head this is almost what my normal length was. I saw Kendra in the comments mentioning how fast my hair grows. Thank you so much. It does, although I'm worried that it may be thinning, so I may have to be putting use to my Rocklahoma Bitches beanie. But so what we did, I was going to donate the hair to Locks of Love, but they wouldn't accept it because, it was just in poor condition. My hair had it, y'all. So what we did instead is we raffled away the chance to be the one who did the deed, the one to be the barber. And our wonderful friend Misty of Camp Rock of Love, fortunately, was the one who won. So she understood her assignment and she accomplished her mission with flying colors as she buzzed me. And that was the first time anyone took significant length off my head in 7 years. And we are back to short, and I have officially said goodbye to bedhead. Now, so it was an amazing year, y'all, and I'm so glad each of you were with me along this journey, and it's because of that I continue to do this. This is my weekly form of therapy. Now, with all of that serious stuff, before we break out a taste of things to come, I want to give you an opportunity to win yourself some custom coffee. If you like peppermint, you would like a free bag of custom blended coffee, courtesy of Tannenbaum Graphics. Let's see you drop the hashtag right now in comments. Hashtag tis the season. Tis the season in the comments. I will be taking names. Now remember, you don't spam it. One entry is all you get. Posting multiple times isn't going to improve your odds. Just make sure you drop that hashtag tis the season, and we will drop a winner when we come back from this video, courtesy of one of our friends from Texas who will be rocking an event coming up at Rocklahoma 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, Bat Allison.
The love you took my heart, went round and round with all the toys in town. I took you back, thought it was spring. Tell me now, how does it feel? Everyone you met, you took to bed. Never thinking of me, just you instead. I love real quick, and I'm onto your game. Aren't you glad now I start to do the same? Feels like bullets shooting straight to the heart. Feels like bullets, I'm gonna tear you apart. Feels like bullets, that's what I'm thinking of. Feels like bullets, can you feel the love? Felt so good when we met. Had a blind eye to the trouble that you kept. I didn't realize that you didn't love me. I loved only you and how you'd be seen. I was only a pawn in your lover's game. Fueled by sport to see how much you gain. You've done this before, you know all the lies of recycled promises by your design. Feels like bullets shooting straight to the heart. Feels like bullets, I'm gonna tear you apart. Feels like bullets, that's what I'm thinking of. Feels like bullets, can you feel the love? And every step I turn is just another burn. Gotta get out of this place. I can't stand seeing your face. No matter where I go, you're just not my tempo. You will reap what you sow. Gotta get away from me. Since I finally left, never turn back, never feel regret in starting anew, away from you. Love was never real, although I still feels like bullets shooting straight to the heart. Feels like bullets, I'm gonna tear you apart. Feels like bullets, that's what I'm thinking of. Feels like bullets, can you feel the love? Feels like bullets, I don't wanna fear. Feels like bullets, please, please let me hear. Feels like bullets, there'll be no sequel. Feels like bullets, bullets.
Studio audience, yes. Give it up for our good friends and Bat Allison, who drove over 8 hours to join us the last several years at Rocklahoma. Whether they were playing or not, they still made the trip. So I have it on good authority that they will be at Rocklahoma. They will be playing, not on a big stage, but there is an event, a shindig going on in the campgrounds this year, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait to tell you about it here in a couple of minutes, but first, I've got a winner to pick. And, we always used to generate a winner via random number drawn online, but this is more fun, y'all. It is time to Who's Got the Balls of Bounty. All right, so we now have a numbered amount of balls. We've got a prize for you, and this week's prize, courtesy of Tannenbaum Graphics, a custom brewed coffee called Tannenbaum Peppermint Pie. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3. You've got the biggest balls of them all. Let's see who we got. Who's our winner? Carly McQuiston. Congratulations, Carly McQuiston. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Carly, you have won some custom brewed peppermint pie, courtesy of Tannenbaum Graphics. You got to let me know how it is. And I believe Casey has a special I think he's going to deliver it. I'm not sure. Now, also speaking of Casey, if he hits over 500 followers on his page, he's going to do another special giveaway as well. He says, for your information, I have a limited supply coming. Follow my page, Tannenbaum Graphics, for more info for Douglas Fir, Delight, and Peppermint Pine. Congratulations to our winner. All right, so it is time for our weekly rock report, where we talk about up and coming events in the area, and we've got several coming up. Now, first up, of course, is this weekend. What are you doing this weekend? Are you going to be in T-Town? You're going to be looking for some live music, party, you know, maybe hang out with some rock family members, check out a local band? Well, I tell you what, head on out to the Harakiri CD release. Let me see if I can find the flyer. I thought I saved it. See, this is part of my New Year's resolution, and why? It is to be more organized. So there it is right there. So Harakiri, their EP release, featuring Medicine Horse and Project Eclipse in Ruins, Saturday night, January 3rd at the Vanguard. Now remember, Vanguard is typically an all-ages venue. So if you are looking for that heavy stuff, this is the event you want to be at. Now, I absolutely love the Vanguard, and I also want to give a huge shout out to one of the bands on there. From one proud native to another, Medicine Horse is a band that you definitely want to watch. That is coming up this Saturday, and I see a comment in there. Kenny Spillman asks, does anyone have any New Year's Eve plans? That's a good question right there. Where is your New Year's party going to be? I believe there was several events, and I can look it up real quick. I mean, we got an amazing live stream that is glitch free by all purposes. So let's see what is going on. It looks like the main thing I'm seeing, there's Margaritaville, a New Year's Eve celebration, midnight balloon drop, VIP dinner tickets. This is going on at Margaritaville in Tulsa. Also, to my understanding, there is the traditional Hard Rock Hotel and Casino event that is usually going on every year. And a huge shout out to a former Miss Rocklahoma, Kimberly, for hosting that shindig. We absolutely love seeing the footage from their New Year's party plans, and I believe they've already started sharing teasers of those. Man, I have got the sneezes, y'all. We also, who else are we giving a shout out? Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff coming up. Now, in January 24th, is it? At the Bowman Twin Event Center, we will be hosting the Circus album release party. And if you haven't seen this band, I suggest heavily, strongly, that you catch them. They are the ones who, one of the top finalists of the Battle of the Bands competition to play The Cancer Sucks. And when they did play it, man, to tell you they had the audience going and revved up is an understatement. And let's not forget their amazing performance of Pantera's Walk. I mean, if you weren't hooked by then, we may need to check your metal card. They will also be joined by our good friends Stanley's Revenge, 19 Never, Still Knocked, and Crimson Love, who not only played our 10 years of Mayhem event, but also made their Rocklahoma debut this year. Huge shout out and congratulations to Crimson Love. Be sure to join us all along with Circus for their album release party at the Bowman Twin Event Center. I will be hosting, and because of that, I will have some tickets to go to lucky winners. So you know what? I tell you what, that's in the drawing. The top stars senders this week will automatically be entered in for that drawing. Also, all of our subscribers on the Facebook page will be entered, and you can also get your chance to enter to win passes to this event. No purchase necessary. Just by tuning into the live stream, I'll give you your chance to qualify, and you can see if you've got, if I can draw your lucky balls. Now, a short time later, that very band, Crimson Love, will be dropping their own new album. And that is definitely a show that we want to catch. Let me pull these up. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Yes, this will be their single release show live at the Blue Note Lounge Saturday 31st with special guest Bison. Show starts at 9. Tickets $8 in advance, $10 day of. This is in Oklahoma City. Huge shout out to the 405 and all of our OKC friends and family. We absolutely love the local music scene going out there, especially our good friend at the Cat, Jay Ramone. Huge shout out to him and his band. Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart. I smoked too much. All right. Let's not forget, in June, we have the Save the Knox, the event dedicated to raising some funds so that they can keep the Knox free. Now, if you haven't attended Rock the Equinox in Stigler, Oklahoma, I strongly suggest that you attend, because this is a family-friendly event. You can bring the kids, and they have, every year, they take notes, and then they make things better every following year, and it's been that way for 10 years now, and they've got this thing down to a science, and I can't wait to see what they've got coming up for this year. But you can get a taste of that. I tell you what, Tannenbaum Graphics, take it away.
On June 6th, 2026, at the Shrine venue in Tulsa, Oklahoma, come to the Keep, the Nox fundraiser concert, featuring Stanley's Revenge. We are Aria, Cover Still, 7-Foot Monkey, and Storage 24. Hosted by Adam Richmond. Let's keep the Nox free, and let's keep the music alive.
It's live and it's coming. Woo!
Can't wait to see that event, y'all. We hope to see each and every one of you there supporting a local festival done by local music fans and fanatics who just wanted to put on an event. And as the wise man once said, if you build it, they will come. You know, here in the show, we pride ourselves on focusing on the local music community, and we love featuring local bands. And one of the local bands that we have played several times over the years, and we've followed for several years, is Wolf Ugly. And they released a new single this year that I didn't get played on the show, but you know what? It came out in 2026. I dig the song. I love the video. And here it is for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Disco Ball by Wolf Ugly. And that was Disco Ball from Wolf Ugly. Studio audience. Yes, that's a different sound for us here on the show. And there's always room for some alternative rock and a varied styles of music. That's what music is all about. It's not all supposed to be the same. It's supposed to be different. And there's something about that synthesizer and the ethereal tone of it. It's kind of a haunting track to you. It sticks out in your head. That was Wolf Ugly with Disco Ball. Remember, folks, be sure you share, send a lot of love to each of the bands that we followed here on the show, because sharing is caring. And these bands, they do a lot of stuff for free, and they put their art out there, and they go and perform for all of us. And that itself deserves our respect. Now, if you are in a band and you would like your music featured here on the show, do what they did. Rock the box, survivingrocklahoma@gmail.com. Include your high quality recordings, something that will sound good and look good on the screen is very much appreciated. Include those EPKs so I know a little bit about your band. And also, always remember to include your upcoming gigs so we can let folks know where to go to see you play. Now, fans, we would love to hear from you guys. If you got a favorite memory from 2025, send it our way. Anytime you go to a local event or see a local band, if you have that amazing story, we would love to hear from you guys. In the coming weeks, we will begin taking live callers. We have officially become set up to where I can take live callers through the Mayhem machine here, and we will be able to take your calls on the show. So this is going to be another way that you folks can interact and be part of the show. We can't wait to hear from you guys and give you exciting new ways to win prizes, contests, and other accounts and thoughts from all of you guys, because I love interaction. This is why I always go live and I seldom record and put in post, because I like to talk to you folks in the comments. And I see Angel in the comments, speaking of, as she is sharing her love for the community. Alrighty, now that, other than that, folks, that does it for us. Now remember, please remember to like, subscribe the page. Now, Facebook Live is not keeping our past live streams any longer. So we are happy to have you here on Facebook Live. Now, to catch up, to see past episodes, you will need to go to our YouTube channel, though. And while you're there, hit the subscribe button so you get those alerts anytime we post a new video, especially with the interviews coming up this year. With all of that being said, folks, thank you so much for joining me on this ride in 2025, our 10th year doing Surviving Rocklahoma. We totally plan on continuing for years to come and continue bringing you coverage of the local music community in new ways, through partnerships, through collaborations, through just being here each and every week on Monday, cracking open a cold one and talking music and the rock community. And on that notion, folks, let's go ahead and give thanks to the folks who help power the show. First up, of course, is DEB Concerts, as well as At Your Service Rentals, the Rocklahoma Bitches.
Rocklahoma Bitches.
Our proud partner, Photography by Angel Lee, who's a veteran. And speaking of the veterans, our friends over at Rockavet for providing the music that is medicine. Also, let's not forget the big old bus bringing a busload of debauchery to a festival near you. And Also, metalcore clothing. The folks who have been printing our bulk printout shirts that you've seen at the vendor booth in the last couple of years. And let's also not forget Tannenbaum Graphics, who is going to be producing new kinds of merch. You can get your merch right now. The link is in the description to the store where you can get your stuff. We've got 2 new designs we would love for you guys to shop and rock this year. You can also get your Photography by Angel Lee t-shirt as well. So we've had an amazing show, y'all. So we are going to wrap it up with one final toast to a successful live stream and to a new week and a new year. On behalf of Prior Liquor Wines and Spirits and all of our other sponsors, cheers, y'all. Remember, folks, stay on the positive side of life. And until next time, rock on.